can't read that yet. Let me pull it up here. I always have to, my Chromebook, even like if y'all say that I'm waiting, y'all are waiting, y'all see it, my Chromebook, for whatever reason, won't pull it up. And then I forgot to take my Easter sign down. Oh well, I'll get it down later. How are y'all doing tonight? Thank y'all for being here and welcome. I appreciate it so much. I do. I got my volume on. There. You got your second shot? Great. Oh, okay, sugar. If you're feeling, I know. I was just tired when I got mine, but I hope you don't get to feeling any worse. I hope it's just a passing thing. But I understand. Go lay down. Take care of yourself. Sandra, hello. Welcome, Wendy. And Sheila, hey. All is well over here. How about you, hon? Let's see. Which have I got into? I'm not into it going the right way yet. Let me pull this up. Hey, Dee and Kay and Sharon and Brenda. Petra, hey, hon, how are you? Dana, hello. And Becky, welcome. Zach, thank you for being here. I appreciate that so much. Thank you all. Well, a big hug back to you, Ann. And Lisa, coping with yarn. Hi, y'all, come on in. Welcome to my house. And it's a squirrel raid from Dee's. Yes. Kim, hey. I understand. I appreciate you popping in and saying hey, and y'all hit the thummies if you hadn't. Oh, great. Maria, I'm trying to get this. My pronunciation's terrible. I'm sorry. I put in too many vowels and too much. Thank you for being here, hon. Thank you so much. I'm going to use a little chapstick, y'all. Dina, hey. And Dee, I said hey to you. Welcome. Thanks for coming over to my house. I can say it in my head, but I don't think it comes out right. Marila? Did I get that? Close. Anyway, in the same ballpark. I'm sorry. Karen, hey. And Brenda Bears. Well, thank y'all for coming and welcome. I appreciate it so much. Trying to get all of this fixed. Y'all know I can't do too many things at one time. Julie, come on in. Welcome. Thank y'all so much for being here with me tonight. I have to get this little chat popped out. Finally, I knew that there had to be a way that I could see this chat bigger than what it was on my Chromebook. And so I finally figured out that it had a pop-out chat, and it brings it up covering the whole screen. Close. Don't, okay, hon. Well, I'm so sorry. I'm so terrible on pronunciations. You ate too fast, Becky. I'm so sorry. I hate having the hiccups. Trisha R, hey, welcome. Linda, Quilty Crocheter, hello. Y'all, please, if you don't mind, thumbs up. I'm on show y'all what I've been doing this past week. Christy Turley, hey, how are you, hon? And I haven't accomplished a lot. I really hadn't. Crystal, hey, welcome in. Thank y'all so much for being here. Well, there went my little... I had told y'all last week about the little sweater I crocheted for my granddaughter that's 13. Her name is Raina. And so I decided that out of this Kaboo yarn, I needed to crochet my mama sweater. Lisa, hello, Lisa from Long Island. Welcome. Thanks for being here. Darlene, hey, honey. And Holly, hello. I almost let y'all go by. Did I let anybody else get by me here while I was looking at what I've been doing? Thank y'all all for being here. I appreciate it so much. Silver Fox, hey, hon. And Karen, we've got another Karen here. Woo, we're getting a bunch of Karens. Laura. Okay. Oh, she's left up there and going home. Oh, she's going to be so sad leaving that baby. I know. Wanda, hey, hon, are you... Well, don't type if you're on the road. Don't want you to have a wreck out there, but thanks so much for being here tonight. Danine, hey, hon. Welcome, welcome. Terry Mayer, hello. I'm sure she is, Laura. Mama Swift, Tricia is been staying ever since her new little granddaughter was born. And what, that's almost 2 months now, isn't it, Laura? Close to it. And she's going home. So I know that that's very sad and emotional for her. I know not getting to see mine just for, and especially a newborn. When the pandemic hit last year, Hazel was like 7 or 8 months old. It like to kill me. I couldn't see her. So, Noni May, hello and welcome, hon. 10 weeks. Oh, I knew. Well. I had a very nice Easter. I hope everybody else, Darlene, and I hope you did too, hon. Well, I was telling y'all I'd made the little sweater still back here because I hadn't had a chance to get it over there to her. And I was going to take it Wednesday, and then my daughter's mother-in-law lives in West Virginia. She was down for the week. And so her husband took off, and he stayed with Hazel, he and his mother, and they had 2 or 3 days there together and got to take Hazel out and just had a blast, I hope. So, Michelle, hey, in the ads, well, don't tell her not to stay in there long if she's... But I started last week this sweater that I'm going to do for my mom. And I did basically the same thing. I think I told y'all last week. Down here at the bottom, I started, though, with some rows of single crochet, and then I just did double crochet all up through the body. And then when I got up here to make the neck, I did half double crochets up through the body. And then up here at the shoulders, I did just double crochets. So that's the front panel. And I've gotten that far on the back, or whichever. It don't. I really think on the back panel, I'm going to bring it up just a little bit higher. The neck, when I measured it over there on the mannequin, I don't know if y'all can see how far. It doesn't, it looks like it's going to come down really low. I was a little worried that I put it on the Mandy, my mannequin, several times. And it hits just right because I'm going to do a row or so of the lighter blue that I showed y'all. But I am doing it. Leanne, hey! Dina, did I say hey to you or did I miss you, hon? Well, hello. I hope I haven't missed. If I missed y'all, y'all know, come back and holler at me. Maribel, welcome. Hey, and Marianne. Hello, 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 sweetie. I hope you're okay. But I'm making this one with the Kaboo yarn, Line Brands Kaboo. It's 51 cotton and 49 bamboo, and there's 232 yards in each cake, and the color here is steel blue. And I think I've got this other blue down here in a bag. I do. And I'm going to go around it in this lighter blue. I think that's going to, this looks so dark in this lighting. You can't really see this, but this, it looks really pretty together. So, I was lagging last week. I've got sorry here lately. I don't crochet. I don't do anything. I play with Hazel 2 days a week, and then that's about it. I'm terrible. It's awful. Leanne, hello. I'm going to quit hollering at y'all. Leanne, hello, and welcome into my chat. Thank you for being here so much. Well, I hope this turn. I finally told my mom, always asked me what I'm crocheting, and I just feel terrible if I don't tell her the truth. Have y'all ever been like that, even though you're grown? 62 years old here, and my mother's 85, and she talks to me and she says, oh, what are you crocheting? Well, I can't bring myself just to not tell her the truth, so I broke down. I was like, I'm just, for the past week, I'd been kind of putting her off when, I'd start talking about something else. Well, this weekend, finally, she kept on, what are you crocheting now? And I said, a top, and she said, oh, is it one for you or you? She can't leave it. It's just a top. She's got to go into 50 questions about it. So I told her it was supposed to be for her, and that's what I was hoping I had the size right. But I think I'm going to put like some 3/4 length sleeves on it and go around the neck and just the sleeve in the bottom with that lighter blue. And I think it's going to be pretty. I hope so when I get it all together. Oh, well, I hope Leanne, I hope you're doing well. It's early in the morning there, isn't it? Leanne is in our future. That's what I always love to hear Dee say. She's in our future. She is. She's tomorrow. It's already in Australia. And who else? Wasn't there someone else here from... Oh, my mind has left me. It's spring fever. Is that it, Becky? Okay. Hey, Julie, Texas Life Julie. Sandy, left is right crochet. Sandy, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Almost 9 a.m. Tuesday. Well, how about that? Oh, I got a little package of yarn this afternoon. It's a little package. It's from Premier. It's yarn that I think I showed y'all last week. I will confess and tell y'all what I did. I was laying in the bed one night, just last week, I guess. Well, it was week before last. Leela, hey, and Judy, welcome, welcome. Thank y'all for being here. And I was looking at that yarn from Universal, that cotton pot, and I said to myself, because I'd been looking at this cotton for quite a while, and kept thinking, well, I don't really need any more, but you don't know how that is, Karen, so you ought to try it. And I had ordered that other cotton just a few days before, and it just slipped my mind. I do these things at night, y'all, and then it goes by. You missed all the squirrel raid. Yes, the squirrel raid came. So, Katie Bear, hey, Jaxie, sweetie, how are you? But this is some of the Universal cottonwood. Same as I got, and this is one of the colors I bought last week, but I did buy a different color. I only bought 2 colors. This something told me not to go on and buy a bunch of it, but it didn't dawn on me that night when I was laying there that I already had some coming. That's awful. When I get to looking at a yarn and just don't buy it when I first decide that I'm going to buy it, if I look at it 2 or 3 nights and just keep putting it off, then I'll up and buy it one night and forget. Usually when I sit and say to myself, have you bought that yet? I wait till the next day and go look and check. But that night I thought, well, I haven't bought any of that yarn yet. I'm going to see what it's like. But that's okay. It'll go with what I got. So, and all of these yarns, they didn't have color names. They had ladies' names. And this yarn, which is a, it's a coral kind of, but it's more of on the pink side of a coral, I guess. I have trouble with it anyway. It's called Cindy. Tina, hello and welcome. Thank you. Oh, but yes, it's Universal Yarns makes this. And there's 115 yards in each little ball. It's 100% organic cotton. And made in Turkey. And it says a light, so I'm taking that as a 3, because that's what I think in the catalog it said. And it appears to be, yeah, that's about a 3 weight. Y'all see that? Between a 2 and a 3. I think it said it was a 3, and it may, I don't know. I'll find something to make out of it, whatever it is. Freaky, hey! Thanks for being here. Did you get your meal down, I hope? Julie, did I say hi to you, hon? We have 2 Julies, don't we, now? Julie in Texas. Have I got this right? And Julie Chafin Maza. Did I get that right? Oh, man. But that's the yarn I got in. Wasn't no big deal, but that's what I did. I have been thinking that I had been going to do a video with the questions that Crystal did, and then I had decided, well, I'll just do them here tonight on my live because I didn't have a lot else to talk about. And then Dee started doing them. So, I had the questions wrote down. Let me find them again. I'll just go on and do them here and answer them and tell y'all what my answers to the 10 questions that Crystal over at Bag a Day did the video on. And I believe, Teresa Patton, are you here? Did I see you go by? Yes. Hey, sweet tea. Yes, Texas Life Julie. I I thought after I saw Julie that there was another Julie here. Y'all couldn't, you know that I get confused easily. So y'all, oh me, if I have more than one name. Laura, you're lurking. Okay. Well, that's fine. I appreciate you being here. If you hadn't hit the thumbs up yet, please do. I appreciate all the thumbs up. And I thought we could go over these questions and I'll tell y'all what my answers are, and then y'all can tell me what y'all's answers are. First question is, what's your favorite color? And I can't answer that question. I have a lot of favorite colors, so it's really gotten to the point now to where I'm just like, when someone says, well, what is your favorite color? Hey, Glenda. You like red and orange, and Brenda, Glenda likes red and orange, and Brenda Bear likes silver. Freaky, you like earth tones. Hey, Kim. Have I missed you? Have you been here, hon? I'm sorry if I have, but hello, hello, hello now. Purple, darling. Well, how about that? Yellow and turquoise. Love those. And Laura likes orange. Did y'all know that? Y'all are surprised, aren't you? Laura loves orange. She don't like it. She loves it. Yes, Tina, I'm like that. I just have too many to what I really like. Maribel, jewel tones. I do like a lot of jewel tone colors. I've always really, years ago, I gravitated more to pastel colors because I always like the light peach, the light coral colors, and Chiquita, hey hon. Welcome. Thanks for being here. We were talking about what our favorite color is. I'm going over the 10 questions that Crystal at Bag a Day did. But I guess if I had to narrow it down, my favorite at the top of the list would probably be corals with teals right there with them. And then it would come down. I've got to where I love reds and purples. I don't like the lighter, I like lighter purples, but I've got to where I like the eggplant, the plum, that deep, pretty purple. And so and I know a lot of y'all are like me, you just can't really say that there's one. Oh, your internet, Noni May, is messing up with you? Well, I'm sorry. Teal, yes, I do love teal. It's one of my all-time favorite, along with, now I've gotten more, instead of like the lighter, I love the aquas and turquoise light pastel when it's whatever colors those go into. But I've got to where I just like the richer, more saturated colors, I guess. I don't know what's changing with what, because my room used to always be painted light peach color. My bedroom over at our other house for years or had it painted when we moved in there, and when we repainted, I painted it back the same color. I wasn't in for change back then very much. But when we moved over here, I had a guy to come and was going to paint this room and some of the other rooms and my bedroom, and he had to leave before he got my bedroom. So I haven't had anybody over here to paint it. HD, hey, thanks for being here and welcome, welcome. But I was going to paint it a real pale aqua color because I love those bluish, greenish things mixed together. But like I said, it's just kind of turned into where I like the more saturated. So I think the teals now have just become, you know, my favorite color. And the corals, the deep, pretty corals. I love pastels also, but I just like the more saturated colors now than anything. Lori Armstrong, have you been here, hon? I'll tell y'all what happens. We go to Dee's Live at 5, and I say hey to everybody I can. I know y'all forgive me. I miss people, and I hate it because I hate to miss anybody. But then when we come over here and I start saying hey to everybody again, my mind is thinking, well, you said hey to them. You just saw. So it doesn't click with me sometimes whether I said hey to y'all over at Dee's or whether it's that you're here. So Terry, hey, Yarn Joy Podcast. Thanks for being here and welcome, hon. You've been spinning Easter pastel colors, Freaky? Are you actually talking about you've been spinning yarn, or you just been spinning eggs? Bonnie, hey, thanks for being here. Well, thank you, Jack. Suzanne, hey. Okay. Keep up for me, Freaky. Let me know when I've said hey 100 times. Oh, me. But the next question was, what's your favorite weight of yarn? And that's simple. 3 down. Uh, if I'm making a blanket, I like 4s. But, and in the winter, I like bulkier yarns. But basically anything that I make, I like 3 weight and thinner. Uh, I just, I don't know. I started off years ago because back years ago, all I ever remember was a 4-weight yarn. And that was, you know, what we got. So after starting back crocheting, I had bought a lot. Jens, hey, hello. Okay, Freaky, as long as you can lift it, that's a good thing. I mean, I use all different kinds, but if you told me I had to go crochet, you know, I only could have 1 weight to crochet, I guess I'd pick a 3. Sometimes I'd say a 2, but basically a 3. Kelly! Crochet Me Pink Kelly. Hey, sweetheart. Thanks for being here and welcome, welcome. We're going over, I'm doing the 10 questions that Crystal at Bag a Day did. And I've got to number 3. What's your favorite style of yarn? And really, I like the roving, and I really like chain spun. I guess if I said my favorite style besides just, I mean, I like just your regular plied yarn, but of what, you know, besides that, I like a chain spun yarn. Tammy, hello, Flower Crochet Creations. How are you doing? Well, I'm glad you made it. I hope you got enough sleep, though. But thank you for being here. I appreciate it, Kelly. And Tammy, thank you for being here. How have you been today? Uh, what's your favorite fiber? Cotton. Cotton's up here. Then bamboo scooting up to be a close second. I love cotton, and I am really beginning to love bamboo. So, um, if you told me I had to crochet with something, I'm sure it would be cotton that I'd pick. And then she asked, I believe it was, what was your favorite uh, brand of yarn inside that you can buy inside the U.S.? And Line Brand is my favorite. I just have a tendency, I love Premier yarns, and I love all yarn, y'all. And whenever there's a sale, that's where I am. But I guess if the one I guess I go to more often is Line Brand. Here lately it's been Premier, but I believe Line Brand is more, if you look at all of my yarns, I believe there's more Line Brand than anything else. So, and then my favorite outside the U.S., and that's hard to say. Really, outside the U.S., and I know, Madonna, are you here still? Don't yell at me. Ice yarns is my favorite outside the U.S. You can get it at Yarn Nut. I always mess her name up. Gia, and it's Yarn Nut, I know. But Jen's, yours is sale or clearance. That's, you know, wherever there's a good sale, that's where I'm going. So, yes, Tina, I love all yarn. I do not discriminate at all between any yarns. I love them all. There isn't anything I don't love about them. Karen Crocheter, hey, hun, welcome. Thanks for being here. Oh, Chiquita, you gotta go. Well, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it so much. So, and then what is your favorite brick and mortar store? And that would have to be Michael's, I think. Joann's would come in at a, they're going up on the ladder, let's say that. I've been buying some more yarns from Joann's here lately, but Michael's has been, y'all, I really like to go to Hobby Lobby too. So forget what I said my favorite was. I like them all. Hey, Julie Woolly Knits. Welcome into the chat. And Michelle, hey, welcome in. Katia from Spain, I have been hearing about that. Here lately, that's kind of come up more in some people's chats, and I don't know, I've seen online a couple of things, so. Oh, Darlene, I know y'all need, I don't know why Hobby Lobby doesn't have stores up there. They need to cross the border and have stores. And then number 8 was, do you keep your scraps and If you do, what do you do with them? I do keep a lot of scraps. If they're, bigger scraps, I just roll them up in balls and then use them in smaller projects. Or I keep saying I'm going to do a big scrap blanket one day, and I haven't got around to doing it. But I like to do amigurumi. I haven't done any in a while, but I keep saying I'm going to I want to make this big rabbit that I made. And I've seen 2 or 3 patterns. The pattern I made was one that was in Yarnspirations. And if you stand it up, it's like 3 feet. It's a good, because it's long and skinny. I saw a pattern for a bigger, fatter one, or I may go back to the pattern I did, but make it a little bigger and fatter. So, and then I want to do her a little girl. This one I've got's purple, but I hadn't never, I'm going to make her fatter, and I'm going to crochet her an outfit to wear. That's my plan. So when I finally get this bunny done and her some clothes, I'll show her to y'all if I ever get this bunny done. So, and what's the favorite thing you like to crochet? I think I got that question right. It's something similar to that. And what I love to crochet are shawls and wraps. That's my favorite thing to crochet. I guess if you'd say go over there and crochet something you really like to do, it would be a shawl more than likely. So, because I've got so many shawls, and every time we're going to go somewhere, I've told y'all Mr. Knott's mind doesn't work right. But it doesn't matter which shawl I pick up. If we're going like to the store, or especially, I forgot where we were going, somewhere not too long ago, a couple of months, just wasn't to anybody's house, but there was something we had to go to, just me and him were going. Well, it's always just me and him. I don't know what I said. That doesn't matter. Anyway, I picked up just one of my shawls and put it on and was leaving, and he is like, "Are you going to wear that?" And I was like, "What's wrong with it?" He says, "Well, you look mighty dressy with it on." And I was like, good grief, I crocheted them to wear. I didn't just crochet them for display somewhere, I said, the purpose of them is to wear them places. Well, whatever you want to do. And I was like, yeah, whatever I want to do. But he really sometimes, I don't know what he's thinking. Eva, hey, and Crafty Reseller, thank y'all for being here. Have I missed y'all up here earlier? I hope not. And the last question, number 10, was, if you had one thing that you were going to crochet for the rest of your life, and let me read this again because I just jotted this down after she did these questions. I went back and she's got them. If y'all want to see them and want to do them, she put them below in the description section below the video that she did them on. And, she tagged Debbie at the Canadian Crocheter and Gary at Urban Yarns and somebody else, and just said, anybody that wants to do them, y'all do them. So, Cheryl, hey, how are you? And thanks for being here, and welcome, welcome, welcome. But she said, what would be the one thing that you if you could only do one thing, if you could only crochet or knit, she said, for those that were knitters, if you could only, this being to me, if I could only crochet one thing for the rest of my life, what would it be and what yarn would I use? I've thought about this. And I guess I know what yarn I would use with whatever if it was just one thing that I could crochet over and over for the rest of my life. I would use Hobby Lobby's cotton, and I guess it would either be a shawl or a wrap. I got to thinking I could probably do wraps for the rest of my life and make them bigger or smaller where you could use them more. I guess that defeats the thing of having one thing to do for the rest of your life. I don't know. I don't know what prompted her to ask that. I've never thought of that. If I only had to crochet, just one thing for the rest of my life, but I'm sure it would be some kind of shawl or wrap. And it would definitely be, if not Hobby Lobby cotton, and some nice soft cotton. But because y'all know I do love a little bit of cotton. So I guess I've missed half of what y'all been saying running my mouth here. You'd make a sweater out of that cashmere. Well, go ahead and do it, Marianne. Crochet that up. Have you got enough to make a sweater? Because that would be beautiful, Marianne. I've got a cardigan started out of that same yarn, but it's a different color. It's the one that was the light. I haven't seen the color I've got. It's kind of an aqua blue base to it, and it had different colors in it. I really can't even describe it now. It's been so long since I looked at it. And I sit and say to myself sometime that I don't have projects that are, I've got one blanket that I started last year that I have not finished. And then when I really get to thinking back, I think, well, I've got that one cardigan that's sitting in there that I haven't finished. So, I don't know how in the world a call got through. I went through and set every thing that I could on Do Not Disturb. I made sure it said no calls from anyone. Oh, this phone. I have so much problem with it. Yeah, Susan, I first thought, well, I'd probably crochet blankets, but if I was only going to crochet one thing for the rest of my life, I would just have to do it I'd have to do it something that I enjoyed. And I enjoy crocheting blankets, but I believe I would enjoy more crocheting like a wrap, which would be, y'all, I have found some wonderful patterns. For one is one of the, I think I told y'all last week, the half moon shawl and rectangle wrap, and it's from Fiber Art. D, you here? You here? What's the Shandy? What's her channel name? Expression Fiber Arts. I keep forgetting all the time what the name of that channel is. I love watching her. She's so cute and she does such beautiful stuff. She crochets along with knitting and just gorgeous things. Well, great, Kelly. You make it. That would be fantastic. Hey, Crystal, Ricola, how are you? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Well, I'm going to tell you all about this new catalog I got. Now, I am not affiliated with any company, yarn company, any other kind of companies. I have no affiliations whatsoever, but I have about decided that these people that send me catalogs ought to pay me. I'm kidding, y'all. Willow yarns. I got this catalog today, and they've got 20% off your entire order here on the catalog. And I believe online they show that you can get 20% off. Laura Lee, hey! Thank you for coming and welcome. So good to see you. But they have some beautiful yarn here on the front. I hope y'all can see all that. And it's all beautiful cotton yarn. I believe it looks like what, because they started off the book. Sherry, hey, from Louisiana, welcome. Oh, Dee, yes, they've got some nice cotton. Well, they start off the catalog with some Barocco yarn, and several of the yarns have linen. And I was going to ask y'all, have y'all ever crocheted with linen? I've always thought of linen as being a lot more stiffer and scratchier. I guess crochet, I guess I've always thought because it was yes, Kelly. Mr. Knott walks in with these every time I get one, and he goes, "Do you really think you need this?" And I sit and go, "Yes, don't you dare throw it away. Give it to me." Because he would take it and throw it out the door. Oh, man. But they've got some beautiful yarns here that has linen with the cotton, and I've seen several, but they've got several with linen and just like with nylon with it. This, but expensive. I was looking at this one cotton down here, and I looked at it online because I remembered seeing it. It's 93 cotton and 7% nylon, and the way it looks, it's only it's a lightweight 3, but online you could see it's this one down here. I don't know if y'all can see this book well enough for me to be showing it, but it's looks like it's got the strand of cotton, and it's got like a thin casing of the nylon. I'm just saying that that's being that it's just a little bit of nylon in it, and the way it looks, because it looks like one strand is encased by something else. So I was figuring probably the outside of it's the nylon and the inside of it's cotton. Hey, Suzanne, thank you for being here, hon. And I bring it. I almost missed you there. Kelly, right? Please tell me I'm right. If it's not, that's fine. I was fixing to say, just don't tell me if I'm wrong, but tell me if I'm right. Miguel, hey, how are you doing? I'm right. Yay, I got it right. Y'all gonna think I've gone crazy tonight. Miguel, I've got my fan on over here, but I'm trying to fan a little air just so I don't start getting hot. It feels just a tad warm in here again. How are you doing, Miguel? There was something, though, in here I did want to, I know where it is. This yarn and these hanks up here, these are cotton. It's Ambience, I believe is and it's a willow yarn uh, brand, and it's 100% Egyptian cotton, and it's a number 3. And the colors look, I don't know if y'all can see that, but y'all go online at Willow Yarn. If y'all like cotton yarn or any yarn, they've got all cotton. They've got some gorgeous wool if y'all like wool. But these are some of the prettiest colors if they are anywhere near the color that's on this book. I would buy all of them because they're gorgeous. I was checking to make sure I didn't miss anything. There might be mods y'all might need to make sure everything's okay. Um, but I believe I'm going to have to. The problem with all of these, and of course, the willow yarns isn't as bad. This Barocco, I believe is the way you pronounce it. Thanks, Kelly. um, these yarns over here are like $12.99, and it's linen and silk. Of course, with silk and linen, but there's like 142 yards of a number 3 weight, and then they've got this cotton and nylon down here that's $11.99 for 125 yards of a number 3. That's getting a little, even with 20% off, that's still too much to pay for. Oh, Suzanne, y'all got snow today? Goodness, goodness. Oh, but the willow, these little hanks, at least they do have 203 yards in them. They're $8.99. I wish it was on sale where. Oh, this was the other thing. They've got 77% cotton and 23% silk in this King Cole Finesse. Right here, these colors. And I believe I'm going to have to order some of that just to try it and see how it is. It's only $5.99 a ball with 20% off, so that sounds a little better than some of the other. um, I hope I'm not missing anybody. Consuelo, I missed you, sweetie. I'm sorry. Did y'all tell me if any of y'all had used linen yarn? Oh, darling, yes, she did on that Lime Brand has it, and I was gonna go back and watch that, and I haven't done it yet. Um, hey, Leanne, crocheting with Leanne. How are you? Did you scoot in here on me, or have you been in here and I'm? Y'all don't forget your thumbs up. Y'all are doing good. There's 68 with 65 thumbs. I forget sometimes to, and they have the cutest patterns. Most of Willow Yarns has knit things, but they do have some crochet, but then their sister company is Hirschner's, and Hirschner's will have more crochet patterns than knit. So I guess they even themselves out. But I really thought I'm going to try this cotton with the silk in it and see how it is. And then they have this farmhouse cotton that Hirschner's has, I think that's the same stuff. And it's 100% cotton, and it's a number 3 weight. I was thinking it was a 4, but it's a number 3 weight, and I've been wanting to try it, so I may have to wait for a little bit and get up an order to get some willow yarns here. they've just got a lot of nice stuff. This, they've got several more nice cottons. I have looked at this pattern. I don't hope y'all can see it enough. It's a long cardigan, and there she is in the front wearing it, and it's got a hood, but it's a knit pattern. But I've wanted to crochet one like that all winter long and haven't done it. I've looked at it. It's got cables down the back, and I thought, I could do that. I could crochet it and crochet cables down it. Then it's got crochet cables down the front. I thought, well, I don't have to do all of them, but it would be pretty down the back. I guess maybe the color draws me in too, but that's beautiful, y'all. To me, that's just gorgeous. But they have this here, Willow Daily, that's 100% superwash, and they have all of these colors, solid colors in it, and then the stripe colors, I know y'all can't see them good, and then they have some watercolors in it and the heather colors, and they make it in a DK worsted and bulky. I thought that was really neat. I don't really usually buy 100% cotton yarns. I'm not allergic to them, but sometimes depending on the yarn, they do kind of, it's not so much that they make me itch, it's just that I get the feeling like that feeling, you know, sometimes when you feel like your skin's getting, anyway, it makes me feel a little funny sometimes. I've been going to try pick out one of the nice 100% superwash wool and buy it and see how it did, but in the past, some wools that I had have made me kind of, I guess, itchy, I guess you could say. But they've got some beautiful stuff in some beautiful colors. And they do have the 20% off. And y'all know all of my cotton ribbon yarn there. I've bought some from them before because they have these, and there's all the colors they have. And the cheapest that I've found them, the cheapest per skein or whatever you call these little tall cakes, Ice Yarns has just the base price is $2.99, but then you have to factor in that shipping. And I'm not sure what Gia's at Yarn Nut. I've been meaning to look and see, because I'm sure since it comes from Ice, she does sell them. But here, these colors that they have is only $4.99, and of course there would be shipping on top of that, but their shipping isn't that bad. If their shipping, I think for the most part, if you buy $60 or more, it's free. Yes, free shipping with orders over $60. FS 60 is the code. FS free shipping 60. And you get free shipping with Willow yarns. They go up on a scale, the more, of course, the more you purchase. I think theirs more is because it goes by what you purchase, the amount, and then the shipping goes up. But if you get to 60, then it's free. So, who all have I missed and what have I missed? Yeah, Jen, she does. I like that one that Crystal Bag a Day has on hers too. Yes, I just love that. And like I said, basically probably because of the colors what drew me in, but I do love, I've always worn longer sweater type things. I'm tall, so it's just, I always, to me, if I ever, back when I used to buy coats. I don't ever wear a coat anymore. I always wear a sweater with a shawl or something. But when I did, they were always longer, basically because years ago I couldn't get a tall without it being longer. I don't know why. The shorter coats and things, I couldn't ever get the arms, long enough. And for whatever reason, somewhere they started making longer coats with the arms long enough. So that's what I started wearing, it seems like. Is Dago here? Hello, Dago. How are you, sweetheart? Hey, how are you? Welcome, welcome. I'm so proud everybody is here. Jeannie, hey. Oh, well, hon, you keep those grandbabies and don't you worry about me. I would be keeping my grandbabies if they were around and would say, well, Karen's on. I'll get back to her at some other time. I've just been running my mouth tonight about much of nothing, but I just thought since this catalog came in, and they do have some beautiful, if you knit, they have some gorgeous blanket patterns. They also have some beautiful crochet blanket patterns. They've got, like I said, the Willow side has more knit stuff than Hirschner's, and Hirschner's has more of the crochet, but I was surprised they had several crocheted blanket patterns in here, but they've got some gorgeous ones. They've got all kind of pretty stuff. They've got yarn and they've got patterns, and then they also, in this book, in most of their catalogs, they'll have like books on knit and crochet and different. The Willows doesn't have it as much as Hirschner's has, I think, more of some different craft things. No, I'm trying to think. I may be speaking and not knowing what I'm talking about. But I know they do have some other different craft type things, not just yarn. But I think both of them, Willow and Hirschner's, is a nice company. And like I said, I'm not affiliated in any way with any. Yeah, okay. We'll do that, Kelly, and we'll pick out everything that we decide we want. But, well, it's getting, oh my, I've gone 3 minutes over. Well, I guess we will say our goodbyes now, but I appreciate each and every one of you always on Monday nights coming here to spend time with me and to hang out and just hear me yak about everything. Hopefully I'll get on the ball and get this sweater, I guess sweater, top, whatever you want to call it, for my mom made and have it done hopefully by middle of the week. I do have to keep Hazel tomorrow and Wednesday if nothing happens, I guess. And she doesn't, Hazel loves to get up there and see if she can stick her hook in the yarn and stuff like that. But when I go to crochet, she gets right up beside me. Well, she does it if she's decides she wants to watch TV. She gets right beside me, and I have to put my arm around her. She, just a minute, all that messed up. She doesn't like to sit on the couch beside you without your arm around her. So it's kind of hard to crochet with one arm around Hazel, but that if you don't put your arm around her, she just nudges her way up under your arm. So, and how can you, I just put the crocheting down. I just say, well, That's fine, little girl. I'll sit here and snuggle with you whenever you want. So, but I will get it finished and I'll show it to y'all as soon as I do. And hopefully I can start. I've got several things I want to do, but I'll just have to just do them as the time goes. But that's just, I certainly will, Kelly. I'll give her a big hug and kiss and tell her it came from her Aunt Kelly. Well, I do appreciate each and every one of y'all. Thank y'all so much for being here. I love you all. I keep you all in my prayers, and that I truly do. And I just blesses my heart each and every week to see you all. But if y'all all said your goodbyes, then y'all know what you gotta do. You got to keep coming back because I'm gonna be here as long as the good Lord's willing, and I'll try to cut y'all off. I have a time every week, but I'll see y'all. Bye.